Howdy, Ladder. The final Triangle Strategy Traveler is here, Frederica. She is a fire scholar of the famed faction and from the memoirs. She is undoubtedly the hardest hitting fire scholar in the game. With her global buffs, she has risen up to the top when up against enemies that speak to fire. Let's go ahead and check her out. Her voice actress is Minami Tsuda. Of all these characters, I only know Norn from that one anime. Of course, just watching highlights from that anime. Anyways, she's got an awesome voice, onto Frederica's notable damage skills. She has a 3-hit single target tome damage attack, potency of 65, and then she has a 3-hit AoE fire elemental damage attack, potency 80, and then she also inflicts combustion, and combustion deals elemental damage at the end of the enemy's turn, and it lowers 1 shield point for 2 turns. And then she has her buff skill, which is a 2-hit single target fire elemental damage attack, it breaks shields regardless, and also inflicts combustion for 3 turns. For her nuke attack, she has a 1-hit single target fire elemental damage, potency at 260, and it's 50% more potent if the enemy is combusted. For her ultimate that's been buffed, it's a 1-hit single target fire elemental damage, potency of 600 at level 1 and 800 at level 10. And it's 50% more potent if the enemy is combusted. This ultimate does have a drawback, she's unable to recover BP for 2 turns. For her notable support skills, she can inflict a 20% elemental defense and fire resist down to a single enemy. This can only be used 3 times per battle, and then she has a self 30% elemental defense and fire resist 3 turns, and she counters any physical attack with her fire elemental attack with a potency of 180. And then for her next support skill, she gives a 20% elemental attack and a 20% fire elemental damage up to an ally. Again, this can only be used 3 times per battle. For her passive, she gets a self 30% fire elemental damage up, and then her next passive, she gives an AoE 15% elemental damage and elemental attack up to the front row when a combusted enemy is present. And then she has 10% in lightning resistance when you wind. So the main question, should you pull? With her potency off the roof, she will become the hardest hitting fire user to date. Her other skills allowing for combustion is awesome to have, considering that she's a scholar. She's also the only traveler in the game so far that can provide an in-battle fire elemental damage up to any ally. Longevity, if you're up against an enemy who's weak to fire, you'll want to bring her. Pair her with either Mulu, Lynette, or even Saris, and you definitely got a lot of firepower. I can see her being used in the future. Her combustion abilities allow you to shave shields, and she can also shave 2 shields regardless of enemy weakness. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up. Character design, again, the Triangle Strategy characters, they look kinda plain, although she's probably the most unique looking of the 3. Minami Tsuda, I don't know much about her work, but I definitely need to catch up more in that particular anime. Abilities, 3.75 out of 5. While it has been buffed, she got the lower end of the stick. They're certainly nice to have, but she's strictly limited only to fire. Longevity, 3.75 out of 5. Going up against an enemy who's weak to fire, she's going to absolutely clap cheeks. Her potency and her fire abilities are no joke. Level buff, 4 out of 5. It could have been better, but I'm not going to complain. Any buffs are good buffs. Overall impression, 3.75 out of 5. She's going to be the hardest hitting fire user for a hot second. Alright, well that concludes the overview. Let me know who you're pulling for. I'll catch you again tomorrow Wednesday. Take care of yourself. That out.